Hi, everybody. Day 14 of Browns training camp in Berea. Finally, and I say finally, a good day for the Browns offense. Through the early weeks of training camp, as it has gone along, most days the Browns defense can say, well, we won that day. Today, I think it's a different story. The Browns offense moved very, very well. It was a big day for Anthony Schwartz, the second-year wide receiver out of Auburn. Remember, the third-round draft choice. He had a horrible game on Friday night in the preseason opener down in Jacksonville against the Jaguars. Two big drops early in the game. Schwartz has had that problem even in training camp before we went down to Florida to play preseason game number 1. And it happened again earlier today. He dropped an early pass thrown his way. But after that, it all sorted itself out. He made some great catches, some explosive plays. He does have that great speed, and you could see it all come together. Now, before practice, Schwartz openly talked with the media about the rough night on Friday night and what's happened before that. Remember, he missed a lot of time during training camp last year with an injury, and then during the season, he got hit with a nasty concussion in New England against the Patriots, caught a touchdown pass on Christmas Day against Green Bay, and the Browns thought, okay, going into the offseason, here we go, he'll be fine, but it's been very patchy play from him. Schwartz admitted, though, that he's trying to make every play too much of a big play, that he really has to go back to the fundamentals. You have to catch the ball first, catch it, secure it, and then make the run after the catch, make that a big play. But until that becomes the catch first and then the run second, well, then these drops are going to continue. He's looking to progress now against the Eagles in practices coming up on Thursday and Friday, and then hopes to get back in there in Game 2 of the preseason coming up Sunday afternoon at First Energy against those same Philadelphia Eagles. The Browns secondary talked about today by the leader of that secondary, Denzel Ward. Ward out on the field practicing with the team. Good to see him. Had that foot injury stemming back from June in the mandatory minicamp. But he's out there now getting ready. All systems are go for him to be ready for the opening game of the year against Carolina and Baker Mayfield and those Carolina Panthers. Ward talked about individual goals. He wants to continue to progress. He works very, very hard at it, but more so about the team aspect, the defense, which he thinks could be great, but his secondary, that position grouping that he is so much a part of, in fact, the leader of, he thinks they could be the best in the NFL. Jamar Chase, the great young receiver of the Cincinnati Bengals, came out publicly and said, Denzel Ward, he's the best cornerback I went up against last year. And on that Sunday down at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, remember, Ward got the better of Jamar Chase in that game. Remember the 99-yard interception on the Bengals opening drive that he took all the way back for a touchdown, and it turned the game totally towards the Browns, a game that they won, their best and most complete game of the season. Denzel Ward ready to claim that the Browns secondary as a group is going to be right up at the top of the NFL, and I would agree with that. Congratulations have to go out to the new phenom kicker, Cade York, the fourth-round draft choice out of LSU. He had another big day today, 6 for 6 on field goals, nailing a 55-yarder, and I'm not exaggerating. It probably would have been good from 65 yards away. That's how good he was today, and really how good he's been since arriving from LSU. And he gets an honor today, the Maurice Bassett Award, as the outstanding rookie in training camp, voted on by the media who cover the Browns day in and day out. Historic. He is the first and only kicker to ever win that award. The Browns are going to be off on Wednesday and then get set for the Philadelphia Eagles coming in, and they'll be in Thursday, Friday here in Berea, Sunday at the stadium for preseason game number 2. A closing note for you, the Browns needing a kick returner, punt returner with the loss of Jakeem Grant last week. Aesop Winston, not a household name, but he's going to get a look in camp. Wide receiver out of Washington State who has return abilities. Initially went to the Rams, but ended up with the Saints last year. Returned 10 punts in 3 games with the Saints. He'll get a look here in Cleveland ASAP. That wraps it up from Berea. I'm Jim Donovan for WKYC.com.